Oh, yeah. Blow that trumpet, baby. We are down on the real estate corner, and no better way than do real estate the Jesse T way. Isn't that right? The Brown Beauty is back on duty on the Jesse T Show. Blowing that trumpet. Now that's some great music to do some real estate by. And we're going to learn how to make some money in California real estate today. That's what we're talking about. Good to have you along with us. And again, it's time for the Jesse T Show. Headed down to the real estate corner. We're going to teach you how to make some money, baby, and save some money. We're live on Instagram at Jesse Terrero, right over here. And then right over here, we're back on Facebook at facebook.com/. All right, give it to me one more time. I want to feel it one more time. One more time before we go. Woo! Man, I just love that song to start off the Jesse T Show here, especially on Mondays when we travel on down to the real estate corner, because you know that's what Monday's about here. Live on the Jesse T Show 5 to 6 every day of the week. It's good to have you along with me, Jesse T, your trusted real estate broker for over 40 years here in Southern California, as well as a loan specialist for over 25 years here in Southern California, and a commissioned California notary too as well. And we got the whole bases covered. That's for sure. Good to have you along with us on Facebook on this side over here, and on this side over here, Instagram. Hey, we're going to be going back and forth here, so my head might be doing a little swivel like I got, checking my six, looking left and right. But hey, that's what we do here. Going to teach you how to make some money in real estate today. We weren't on last week because of the big all-long holiday. Yeah, Jesse T had to take some time off But boy, we've had an exciting week since last Monday till today. Lots of good things are happening in the real estate market. And certainly, I hope you have the opportunity to get involved here in California because prices are just going boom, skyrocketing like a Raptor 22 or an F-35, man. It is just jumping and jumping and jumping like crazy. The price is just going insane in California, especially Southern California here. So it's the time now to get involved and buy something for yourself, or maybe buy something else or something else or something else. If you like commercial properties, it's a good time to do that because everybody is leased out right now. Every place has got a full rental capacity. There are not enough people to put in small places for businesses right now. We need more business opportunities here for places for people to go and start their businesses. There are so many businesses starting in Southern California, small businessmen and women. It's unbelievable. And they just don't have any place to rent. So rents are really going up. If you're looking at commercial or industrial real estate, warehousing is going up too because there's just not enough space anymore in San Fernando Valley, Los Angeles, San Gabriel Valley. God don't make dirt anymore, and we've just done about used it all up. Also, if you're looking to do some loans, some refis, hey, we'll hook you up there as Jesse T's got to take a little sipperoo of water. Nothing better than water. You know, only drink water. Got to say hi to our sponsor and show them off to you. You like this? That's right. That's Evoke Lending, ladies and gentlemen. Evoke Lending, the best direct hard money lender in the world. Yeah, Eddie Money over there. I can't pronounce his last name. I've only known the guy 25 years, but Eddie Money over here at Evoke Lending, ladies and gentlemen. Evoke Lending, direct hard money lender. Now, look, if you need some hard money, you need money fast, and it's hard, baby. That's right. It costs more. It's more expensive up front, and the interest rate's a little higher. But bam, you get your money in 5 to 10 days, and you don't have to have a credit report. You don't have to have bank statements. You don't have to have tax returns. You just got to have the ability to pay the money back that you borrow. And, of course, they're interest only with balloons at the end. But that's hard money. You need hard money for an emergency, or you want to buy a piece of property, or you're doing a bridge loan gap financing or something like that, construction loan, or you just need some extra cash real fast for the kids in college. Hey, hard money is the way to go. And you can regulate it, kick it out 3 to 5 years, refinance it then when their interest rates are cool like they are right now. But Evoke Lending, hard money. Give them a call at 1-818-805-4400. That's 818-805-4400. Evoke Lending. They're a sponsor of the Jesse T Show down on the real estate corner. So we'd like to say hi and thanks to Eddie Money at Evoke Lending. Also got to say hi to myself. Yes, right, because we've got a flyer here, and I do sponsor myself. Yes, I've got 5 listeners and 5 viewers. That's my big audience. 5 and 5 makes 10, and I only need 1 to do a deal with. So that just might be you, and I can help you out. But I want you to go to a couple of these great websites right here. You can probably see them as I put them up close and personal in your face on Facebook.com/Jesse Terrero. And you can put them here as I put them on YouTube Live. We are building our YouTube audience real big and real fast. And we've got some great things in store. I'm going to tell you a little bit about something coming up on Saturday night on hot923thebeat.com. Got a brand new show there. You're going to like that. But over here on Instagram, you can see that Instagram audience. All right, we're talking about the websites here. This is a place to go if you want to sell something or if you want to buy something or just want good general information. Straight from the heart here, man. I don't mess around. Hey, real estate is done my way. You are hitting the highway with me, Jesse T. I'm a little old-fashioned, but I use all the new stuff too as well. But I do things, you know, in the old-fashioned way. Thank you very much. That's right. I'm into that. What can I tell you? I learned the old-fashioned way. Go to these websites, my friends, over here on Instagram Live. Got to say hi to Guadalupe and Kelly. Hey, Callie Festig joined in, and EDR Deals joined in with us. Let's wave them back over there. Hey, every little social media network has its kind of way of doing things. We are on 25 social media networks on TV, broadcasting live. Let me name them all for you real quick. We're on YouTube, the YouTube channel Jesse Terrero, and we're also on Instagram Live at Jesse Terrero. That gets archived up. So does YouTube. If you missed the show, you can check it out here on the archive. Also, we're on 3 different Facebook sites: The Power of Voice, Jesse Terrero, and Straight on the Point. We're also on Periscope and live stream after the show. It gets put on there. Twitter, we go out on live. LinkedIn, Tumblr, Google Plus, we're on live. Pinterest, read it, Diggy, and so many others like Skype and Messenger. So we're on the air and everywhere. Saying hi to all kinds of people who are starting to chime in with us as we talk some real estate. Though before I get going here, got a couple of great topics where I'm going to chat with you about. But I want to tell you, if you're looking to sell your property, hey, let me help you. Let me give you a free comparable, free analysis of the value, the price, and kind of bring you up to speed. No obligation here, but you can go to www.seller.jesset, That's me, Mr. Sold. Been your trusted advisor for over 40 years here in the real estate business in Southern California, with thousands and thousands and thousands of transactions closed. And I've been very fortunate in my career. Thank you very much for all our referral-based business. And thank you very much for those who have entrusted your family and your family with me. I take that very personal. Hey, what can I tell you? Is that Italian in me? I take it very personal when you allow yourself to work with me, Jesse T. All right. So, so go to that website. That's www.seller.jessetmrsold.com. You're looking to sell your house. I got 27 great tips right there that'll get you how to sell your house fast, efficient, and at a high price. And also, you don't even have to use a broker like me. You can sell your house yourself. I've got a special program for those of you who like to do that. You can still get consultations from me, and I'll teach you how to go through the ropes so that you don't end up in court and have to face a lawsuit or anything like that in the future. I've done a lot of expert witnessing for real estate specialized attorneys. They call me in because I have a long history and lineage in this business in Southern California, and to testify on behalf of clients, their clients in certain cases. And believe me, guys, you don't want to be there. These guys charge a lot of money. Oh, now, if you're looking to buy, lots of great programs for you to buy right now. If you haven't bought yet, shame on you. You should buy. Your credit doesn't have to be so perfect anymore. Hey, we'll put it together with a little bit of bubble gum, some Scotch tape, and a rubber band. Hey, I'm pretty good at that. Hey, let's get it together and go to our website at www.buy.jessetmrsold.com. That's information, and there's 7 tips for the buyer to get themselves ready and ready to go in terms of being ready to buy. When you talk about buying, you got to talk about your loan first. So that's what I do. I set you up with a loan, get you approved beforehand, and then at that point, then you're good to go, baby. You're good to go like a rocket ship. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, approved loan. Boom, you're blasting off to Mars and the moon. Hey, I think we're already on Mars and the moon, but that's a whole nother story you can catch on the Jesse T Show later on during the week. Saying hi to some more folks who are checking us in. Hey, Bogart, how you doing, brother? Good to have you along. We're down on the real estate corner here. He's over on Instagram Live, a terrific director and film producer. Just a great guy, man, and he's so very talented. Bogart, you check him out there. That's Bogart, Linares. Terrific film producer and filmmaker. He's got a great film out that I believe they finished up. Good to have you along with us, Bogart, though. And that's a brother of mine. Hey, thanks a lot for checking in on the Jesse T Show. One more website I want to give you, MrSold.JesseTerrero, MrSold.com. I'm lying. More websites. MrSold.JesseTerrero, Mr. Sold, general information about real estate. Also, Facebook.com/Jesse Terrero. And I can't forget about our 800 number for you to call me, leave your name, number, information, and I'll get back to you ASAP and give you all the stuff that you want, man, all the scoop, okay? 1-800-684-8699. That's 1-800-684-8699. Come on now. Yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't at least give me a holler if you're looking to sell or buy or you want to talk some real estate. That's the only way in the world to get wealthy except winning the California lottery or Publishers Clearing House or somebody leaving you some money in a will or something like that. That's really the best way in the world is to get wealthy is through real estate. Having 3 or 4 investments over your lifetime, I guarantee you'll be a happy camper come time retirement age. You'll probably be worth 5-6 million bucks. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, bestow one to your children, one here, one there, keep one for yourself, whatever. Look what they want, have the kind of retirement that you want to have. That's what we're all striving for, right? Yeah, that's right. So real estate's the way to go. Let's say hi to all the folks who are checking us out now on Facebook.com. That's our biggest baby. Brian Roberts, baby. Hey, Brian, how was the big party? They had a big DJ party at Fuddruckers over the weekend. I couldn't make it on Saturday. Unfortunately, I was real busy with a client. Wrote up a $1.65 million offer for a client who I represent the buyer and the seller. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And that took place all day on Saturday. So that was a priority, baby. But Brian Roberts is there. What a great disc jockey, radio personality he's been over the years. And if you hook him up, he'll sell you a brand new vet. Of course, you heard about the vet that crashed at the Grand Prix. How embarrassing could that be? I think it was the Long Beach Grand Prix where it was the Detroit Grand Prix. It was one of the Grand Prix back east. And the Chevy's brand new Corvette spun out and crashed into the wall with the president of General Motors driving it. Wow. Is that crazy or what? Talk about eating up some real estate there. Jay Salas Green has us on. Hey, Jay Salas, how you doing, buddy? Good to have you along with us. This guy's always got some important, good information to say. You might want to check him out. Hey, thanks a lot, man, for checking in with the Jesse T Show. Going to talk some real estate. Going to talk a deal I just did. And one of the important things is I'm going to teach you what it costs to sell real estate today. A lot of people don't realize how expensive it is to liquidate a piece of property. Boy, it can be expensive. But I got a couple of angles to save you some money. So if you're in the process of doing that, maybe this will help you out a little bit. Brian Roberts, baby. Hey, what's happening, man? Joe Nicastro's checking in. Thanks a lot, Joe. I appreciate that for checking out on Facebook.com/Jesse Terrero as our Instagram audience is with us and our YouTube audience. Sherry Hayes Robertson is checking in with us. You know why I'm reading all these names correctly? I got some new glasses. I got some reading glasses. I can finally read small print. Can you imagine that? Yeah, I can see small things. Oh, no, you guys are so bad. You are so bad. No. You get your head out of the shower, okay? Yeah, see small things. Ha! Okay, saying hi to Arlene McClang. Arlene McClang has us on. I like that name, McClang and McClang. It's like McLaren. I saw a brand new McLaren in Beverly Hills, West Hollywood, the other day, gassing up. A McLaren, man. Single-seater F1 McLaren. Oh, my goodness gracious. I mean, the insurance on that car's got to be like $2,000 a month. Saying hi to our buddy Roger Gaddis. Roger Gaddis has us on. Thanks a lot, Roger. Appreciate that. And appreciate you checking into the Jesse T Show here as we are choosing down and jumping down on the real estate corner. John Pavlenko has us on. Geraldine Lee. Geraldine, the Flip Wilson Show. Geraldine is checking in. Gar Lester's checking in. Terrific Hollywood agent of the stars. Gar, you ought to represent me, Gar. That's right, baby. We need to go to the top, man. Make some money with Jesse T. That's what it's all about. Yeah, that's my hint. Gar. Yeah, I haven't had representation in a long time. I've been winging it myself. Doing okay, too, at it, But it's always good to have someone batting in your corner, don't you think? Gar. Yes, I know he's laughing his took us off right now. I know that's what he's doing. Dean Olson's checking in with us. Thanks a lot, Dean. I appreciate that. And for checking in on the real estate show. Okay, let's get into the meat and potatoes. What's going on? So this week, this is really exciting stuff. This week, I have a listing up there in the Hollywood Hills above the Hollywood Bowl. It is the preeminent, iconic flat land listing. It slopes up. It's known as the Wall because the guy who started the Boy Scouts of America, boy, he's turning in his grave right now, isn't he? The guy who started the Boy Scouts of America, he built this beautiful house there. He was knighted by the King of England at the time, and he was a lord, and he built this beautiful house up there, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. And then earthquake happened, The city mate wanted to do a whole bunch of retrofitting. He said no. So he closed the house up, sealed it up, went and built another house, then moved back to the East Coast, then moved to England, back to England where he passed away years later. But this house was stayed in the estate's name for many, many years. My client bought it somewhere between then and a few years ago. Big fires, you know, they always attack the Hollywood Hills. The fire that we had over here a couple of years ago, that's nothing uncommon. That was pretty common. And so this got caught up in a fire. There was nothing up there at the time. These old pictures from the 1950s will blow you away, 1940s, 30s, and 20s, of where this property is located at 7007 Pacific View Drive. Beautiful property. So my clients had it. They listed it with me. We got an offer. We got an offer in at a little bit of a lowball offer. We countered, and we settled somewhere around 1.6, 1.7 million. We're still kind of going back and forth a little bit here, but I wanted to tell you about it because I think it's really interesting here. A couple of things that a lot of people don't think about when they're selling their property, whether it be land like this, where you can build an iconic 10,000 square foot, $10 million home up there. It's just beautiful. Saying hi to Jim Thomas, who has a son. He had a lot of great success out at his big martial arts celebration here in Los Angeles. That was over by the station, by the way, not too far, just a rock throw away. We couldn't make it that day, unfortunately, though. Got caught up in doing something else, hard news-wise, and we had to take care of that business. But nevertheless, I also wanted to thank all the folks who always check in with us and write us and call us and leave us a lot of nice messages. I appreciate that, guys. And any questions that you have, get in touch with me. I'll certainly answer them free of charge. You know, that's what I do. Bundle of information. So we sold this property. We got it sold. And the closing costs, it's really interesting. But a little bit about the property. It took a little while to sell, about 4 months, because it's a piece of land. So a developer is going to buy, a spec house developer, and he's going to build this beautiful, iconic house up there. So that's kind of the way things are going. We're not completely done with the transaction yet, but almost. But not completely done with it yet. Hopefully, we will be in the next couple of days. But here's the interesting thing. This is a secondary property for my clients. My clients live somewhere else. So this is something to consider, guys, when you're selling property in the state of California, the tax hit. Now, I'm not just talking about the capital gains in the state of California tax. They rape us already, especially in the state of California. They're really good at raping all of us. And then the county of Los Angeles rapes us real good. And then we get ripped, raped, and robbed by the city of Los Angeles. It's the 3 R's: ripped, raped, and robbed by the state and all the entities. They take so much money from us. Tell you what, I'm moving out of state in 2 years. I'll be gone out of California. I'm not going to be here. There's absolutely no way. This state is just jacking up on taxes. Hey, vote tomorrow, June 5th, and vote for Travis Allen or John Cox. Let's get a Republican in there, governor. Don't get Newsom in there. He's left of crazy Jerry Brown. Jerry, you thought Jerry Brown was left? Newsom is left of Jerry Brown. This guy will give a high school student a hypodermic needle in a shoot room in their school. I mean, this guy is disgusting as far as I'm concerned. If you're a Democrat, God bless you. If you live in California, they're ripping, and robbing you, baby. And they're just taking taxes and taking taxes, and the governor has a lot of rights in the state here to just raise taxes and take more money. It's horrible. It's just horrendous. Democrat government agencies here in California have destroyed California in my adult lifetime. But nevertheless, that's my political statement right there. But I do want to say that we get hit with so many taxes. So if you don't live in the property that you're selling, you're going to get hit with capital gains. If you live in the property you're selling, we're talking about single-family residence now. If you live in there, you're protected under your Once-in-a-Life Tax-Free Act. You're protected with capital gains. You're protected all the way around. Donald Trump did not take that away from us in the rewriting of the tax code, which comes into effect next year, actually, because this year they're putting it into effect. We're still working off of last year's tax code, which was the old tax code. And I can't wait, because it's going to do a lot of people real good, put more money back in people's pockets. But nevertheless, live in a property and you have a second property. It could be a duplex, a triplex, it could be a second house, a condo, townhouse, could be a piece of land, something that you rent. It could be commercial, it could be a business, an industrial, warehouse, anything. When you have a secondary piece of property, it's not your principal residence. So that's where they get you guys. They get you big time. Because what the state of California does, not only do they charge you on the capital gains of 10% capital gains roughly, and of course, the IRS is charging you about, depending on your bracket, but let's say 40%, just the high bracket. So you got 50% of your money going out the door in capital gains tax, roughly. Okay, so when you look at that and you say, my God, how much more can they take? Well, about 5 years ago, the state of California decided to enact under Jerry Brown, and Newsom is going to do this too, and I'll tell you how they're doing this already. They're trying to attack Proposition 13. If you don't know Proposition 13, that was the act that was put into effect in 1978 here by Jarvis that dropped all our property taxes to something we could afford, and it was more fair. They've been after that ever since then, trying to erode that. And it's a fight and a battle all the time. Don't ever let them take away Proposition 13. The state of California put in effect 3 1/3 extra % of sales tax on a property that you do not live in. So just let's do some hypothetical numbers and make it easy on Jesse T's brain. The state of California, let's say you got $1 million property and you sell it for $1 million, okay? And let's say you owe $500,000 on it, all right? So 3 1/3 % right off the top is going to go to the state. You know how much money that is? That's $33,333. It goes right to the state of California. And it goes right from escrow. Escrow has to pay it. Otherwise, they could lose their charter. They could get in trouble with the insurance commissioner's office, because that's where escrows are licensed under. All right. So they have to automatically send it. And there's nothing you can do about it. 3 1/3 %. Now, let's tag on to that. There's something called documentary transfer tax here in Los Angeles County, and you probably have it somewhere in your county or in your state if you're watching from around the country here on the Jesse T Show, because they're taking our money, guys, and we have to fight for every dollar that we make and keep, especially when it comes to real estate. So a documentary transfer tax is a transfer tax that the county of Los Angeles charges each and every one of us, okay? And the city of Los Angeles charges a city transfer tax or a city documentary transfer tax. So we call it a city and county doc transfer fee, okay? And that's $5.60 per thousand. So $5.60 per thousand. So if you want to do some quick math and you're looking at $1 million and you go $5.60 per thousand, how much money would that be? Trusty calculator. That's an old time calculator I've had for like 20 years, right? Because I'm like I keep things forever and ever and ever. So if you got $1 million, and I know you guys' math is faster than mine, all right, and you multiply that times $5.60. Your tax is $5,600 more dollars. So that's $34,000 plus $5,600 more. Okay, so let's just say that's $39,000, $40,000. Let's round it up. Now you got recording fees, messenger fees, you have escrow fees, and escrows charge about $3 per thousand. Okay, so if you have how many thousands are in $1 million? Right? Well, let's figure that out. Okay. Let's go figure that out. So escrow is going to charge $3,000. So now you're at $40,000, $43,000. Title insurance on this is going to be about $3,000 too. Okay. So now you're at $46,000, and that doesn't include commission. So you figure you're going to spend 5% commission, where you're going to give your broker like me 2.5% or 5%. Your broker's going to give another broker 2.5%, keep 2.5% himself. That's $50,000. So that $50,000 and $44,000, $43,000 is $93,000. So on $1 million sale, and that that's if there's no extra charges like taxes or property tax, if you're current on your property tax, or penalties or anything like that. You're darn near $100,000 out the door and $1 million in closing costs. Yeah. Is that crazy or what? I mean, we are talking Mark Morales and Tommy Wolf and Izzy Camille and Dean Olson. We're talking a lot of money. I hope he wrote that stuff down, because that's what people don't realize, the cost it costs to sell a property that you don't live in. Now, if you live in that property, it's your principal residence, the 3 1/3 tax is gone. You don't have to worry about that. The rest of them are still there. Capital gains is going to be for you different too on an investment property. It won't be with the state. It'll stay the same at 10% roughly. But capital gains is going to get you from the IRS. It's going to get you on that investment property sale. Saying hi to some more friends who have us on Instagram. Saying hi to Listermate. Hey, Listermate, how you doing? Good to have you along. We're down on the real estate corner. We're talking about the cost of sale right now. What it costs for you to liquidate a piece of real estate. And I'm going to show you some ways that you can get around this. But I want to give you kind of a basic scenario. I'm going to give you some tips here, guys, to save you some money. That's what I'm doing here. Remember, I talked to you about this is where you're going to build your wealth. Yeah, look, you got to do it in real estate. But you also have to be smart on the dime. You got to know where you can save. And you don't learn this stuff in high school or college. You don't learn this stuff on the internet, because the internet is so disjointed, you won't learn it all. You got to learn it from a guy like me, Jesse T. He's been around 40 years and done thousands and thousands of transactions. This stuff is second nature to me. But you got to also learn it from somebody who's done the ins and outs, who's owned property like I have, lots of it, and has sold property and got jacked bad by the IRS and all kinds of stuff. I mean, I've been there. I've been at the top and I've been at the bottom. I've been at the top 2 times and I've been at the bottom 2 times. I've been sucking clean air at the top and sucking dirty water on the bottom. Yeah, man. But Jesse T's on his way back up, man. That's right. That's what it's all about. That's business. So what? That's the way it is. But let me tell you, I'm proud of it, because I've gone through the good and the bad and the ugly. And I know how to talk. I know how to make this stuff work. So that's a lot of money. A lot of money going out the door. Now, there's a couple of ways. That doesn't even include if you have a loan on that property. Let's say you have a $500,000 loan on that $1 million property, add another 100 in your closing costs. That's $600,000. You're walking out with $400,000. Guess what? You're going to get hit with capital gains on that $400,000. So let's say 40% of that is going to go. So what's that? 40 times 4 is 300. 4 times 4 is what? How many 4s is 4? 4 times 4 is what? 160,000? Right. So $160,000 is gone. So you have $760,000 on a $1 million sale. That's if you have a $500,000 balance. There, you got your profit. So just round it up to 200. All right. Let's say 800. You're gonna have a couple $100,000 in change profit. That's it. Well, that's not chump change, guys. So don't think of it as sour grapes or anything. It's just the way it is. Okay? It's expensive to sell property in the state of California, and it's expensive to buy it. Now I'm going to give you some clues on how to save some of this money. Okay? I'm going to give you a couple of things, because that's what it's all about. Making you money and saving you money. And really, saving you money is making you money, right? When you save money, it means you're not spending money, so you're making money. So whatever money you made, you didn't have to spend, so you made some money because you saved it. I know there's an oxymoron there, or there's a roundabout way, but I like those roundabouts in the middle of the road. You you're driving up to those roundabouts like this, right? And you hit them, and you just go around them really fast and confuse the heck out of everybody. Just keep going around. The funnest thing to do in a roundabout, right? The funnest thing to do in a roundabout, swear to God, the funnest thing to do in a roundabout is when you hit a roundabout, you go around like 20 times. Don't break the law. Don't go fast. Don't go, skidding around it. Don't go drafting around the whole thing, drifting around the whole thing. Just, go around. That is so freaking funny. I know. I'm twisted. What can I tell you? But everybody drives up, sees you because they see you from miles away from the roundabout, right? And they see you going around. And what you do is what you do when you're in the roundabout. You stick your head out the window, right? And you go, I can't get out. I can't get out. Someone help me. I'm lost. Somebody help me. Help me. I can't get out of the roundabout. And if you have a bullhorn and you do it out the bullhorn, or you have a horn in your car and you can yell out your car like a PA system, oh, that's the greatest. Oh, that's classic stuff, man. That is just majorly classic stuff. I like that. Roundabout fun with Jesse T. Hey, Mr. Ted, what's this? Mr. Tendemus. Mr. Endemus? Mr. Tendemus. Mr. Tendemus. I can't figure that guy's name out. I tried. Okay, this is how we save money in a sale, all right? Follow me now. 3 ways. This isn't a property that you don't live in, okay? Because the property you live in, you're going to save in a lot of ways. But the property you don't live in, okay, that you have to liquidate, and you're moving out of state or whatever, you can do what's called a 1031 tax exchange. So what you do is you just defer that loss of taxes, you defer that tax for some time later in the future. And if you're moving out of state of California, you're moving into like Arizona and Nevada, you take these really expensive California dollars and you can buy 3 times as much in those states. So it behooves you to do a 1031 tax exchange. And basically what it is you're deferring the tax for the future. So what you do is you put your property up and you define it as a 1031 tax exchange sale. Now you have to find some properties that are equal to that property in price, also in the mortgage that you have on that property, the balance that is, or loan balance, and those properties you find have to produce income, because you can only do a 1031 if the property that you're selling, that's not the house you live in, is producing some sort of income. Well, it can. I mean, you can grow oranges on your land. You're producing income. Doesn't matter. You just have to be able to produce income, rental income, lease income, whatever, room and board income, whatever, okay? Whatever. You have to produce income to do a 1031 tax exchange. So it's like for like price, like mortgage payment, and like type of property. But if you take, let's say, you take a fourplex in Burbank, California, that's 4 units, it's going to run you probably $1.5 million for a fourplex in Burbank, California. So just make it easy on my brain. Let's say it's free and clear, and you don't want to get hit with all those taxes. So what you do is you take those California dollars, and let's say you're moving to Arizona. Well, that $1.5 million is going to buy you not 1 fourplex in Arizona, because the fourplexes in Arizona are only maybe $150,000. Let's say they're $200,000. You can buy 5 fourplexes, 6, 7 fourplexes in Arizona for the $1.5 million you liquidate here. Defer the taxes to those. They produce income. It just doesn't have to be one property. It can be a line of properties added together. They have to produce income. So now you bought all those properties free and clear, and you've got income coming in. Oh, just let's say $1,000 a month on those 7 fourplexes. You're not making $21,000 a month on a fourplex in Burbank. You might be making 3, 6, 12, maybe 15,000. See what I'm saying? And you deferred the tax. That's one way to do it. Okay? Here's another way to do it. Okay? Another way to do it is to have a LLC or corporation, because that property that you're not living in, what will happen is, if you have an LLC or corporation, I want you to check with your tax attorney or your CPA on this. There's a new law that came down that said if you have an LLC or corporation, they tax you differently than the 3.3%. So I want you to check on that. It's going to be a little less. The next way is a little more complicated. All right? The third way is this. Look at probably that piece of property that you have, that you don't live in, that's some sort of income producing, you have losses on your Schedule C statement with the IRS. Hey, Mark Linelli, checking in on the Real Estate Show, teaching everybody how to save money in the sale of a piece of property that they don't live in. Teach you some tricks here. Okay, so you got losses in that property you don't live in. You have rental losses. That's why you should always accept your rent in cash. Don't take a cashier's check. Don't take a money order. Don't take a personal check. Get it in cash. Get it in cash. And put that cash in a safe in your house. Don't even bother putting it in the bank. Because, let's say you're getting $3,000 a month rent on a property in cash. Put it in your safe. Probably have a mortgage payment of $1,000 a month. So you're putting $2,000, $1,500. You're putting $1,500 away a month. Put it in your safe. Because 15 times 15 is $30,000, right? Am I right? Or am I wrong? Let's see. What's 1,500 times 12? Trusty calculator, 20 years old, calculator. 20, 25 years old, man. This calculator has been through the wars with me. It's so wore, the buttons are all wore out, and I have no idea what they are. And I have to double check. $18,000. So what are you going to get in interest in $18,000 in the bank? Chump change. What are you going to be able to do? Buy some silver. Yeah. Buy some gold. Maybe buy some Bitcoins. Yeah. What are you going to buy some stock with $18,000? Really not that much. You probably have a 401k going on anyway, so don't worry about it. Take that, put it in the safe. It's always good to have cash on hand. Don't tell anybody that you got that in the safe. And get yourself a nice safe. I mean a big safe, right? Put your guns and your ammo, and your precious metals and your cash and your birth certificates and your deeds to your houses and the pink slips to your cars and your stock certificates and those kind of things in your safe and passport. All right, so you got that 18,000. Well, if it's a cash thing, then you can create lots of losses, right? Because maybe your tenant doesn't pay you cash all the time. I don't know. There's an angle there. Take it for what you want. But you create lots of losses. When you have something going in a checking account, you can't because it's traceable income. All right, there you go. So cash, maybe your tenant doesn't pay you for 18 months. Maybe they don't pay you for 12 months. Well, I hope they do. Of course, you have to claim that money at the end of the year, that cash advance on your IRS, to the IRS in the state of California, and they'll be happy to tax you for it. But you do have to claim it, and I certainly don't want you to do anything that would get you in trouble. But, it's cash. All right. And you're going to have lots of losses. Maintenance. You're probably going to have 20 to 30% costs a year in maintenance losses. All right? And you're going to have property tax, and you're going to have insurance, and you're going to have driving over there to fix things. You're going to have telephone calls made to there. You're going to have people that have come over to fix things. You're going to have all kinds of things that can cost you money. So what you do is you take all that in a Schedule C, and you subtract that against the profit that you're making on that sale of that secondary property. Here's a hypothetical. You got a $500,000 house, $600,000 house. The average house in the San Fernando Valley is $600,000. Okay, $600,000 house. You owe $400,000 on it. All right. So perhaps you got $100,000 in losses, in lost income, upkeep, maintenance, taxes, pushing 100. That means you're only going to get taxed on 100. Let's say you have $50,000 in losses. You're only going to get taxed on 100. Hey, Lorraine Landon, good to have you along with us. Terrific actress. She's got an Academy Award-winning movie coming up. I think it's called Armagon's Way. Look for her. Great actress. Just a terrific person, too. Thanks all for checking in on Jesse T Show. We're talking real estate today. Every Monday from 5 to 6. I know I'm going to go a little overtime because I'm right in the middle of some important stuff. But every Monday we go down on the real estate corner and talk real estate to teach people how to make money. Because that's really the best way in the world is to make money. Okay, is in real estate. All right, that's the best way. There's no other way better than real estate, short of winning the California lottery, or making $1 million on a film or a hit record, or somebody leaving you a lot of money, or you found your lucky charm at the end of the rainbow, whatever that may be. Yeah, baby. Lucky Charm. Yes, I'll leave that up to your imagination. So you got $100,000 in losses, and you have a $400,000 mortgage. And by the way, your sale, the commission, all the transfer fees, all the transfer taxes, all of that tax, even that state tax, it's all written off. Okay, but we want to reduce that state tax. That's what we want to do. So what we do is you take that $100,000, right? And let's say $20,000 of that is your state tax, 3.33% that I talked about earlier. So you run your losses as close to having zero gain as you can. So that means that you're only taxed. You see, you're only taxed on the gain. Got it? If the gain is taxable less than 3.3% of the price, if you've got more losses, they'll let you go at 12.3% against the gain that you have left. See what I'm saying? Because if they take the 3.3, they'll leave you with nothing. All right, so you got that. All right, that's a way to do it. There you go. So you got 3 ways to do it. Get with your CPA or your tax attorney. Figure out as many losses as you can legally. Run that against your profit. Reduce that down, and they'll only charge you 12.3% of the gain left. Okay? That's one way. Oh, you can't hear us? Oh, no. Well, maybe you probably have to turn your volume up. Anybody else can't hear me? Let me know if anybody else can't hear me. Because one person said, I can't hear you, honey. Can't hear you. So let me know if you can hear me, guys. Let's double check that. And maybe someone's volume is down or something like that. Sometimes you got to reboot this stuff, especially when you're on Facebook Live at facebook.com/Jesse Terrero. Sometimes you got to reboot it. Okay, so those are 3 ways to save yourself some money. Those are 3 ways to save yourself some money when you're selling a property you don't live in. And that goes for industrial, commercial land. That goes for residential income, like a house, condo, or townhouse that you're renting out, or a duplex, triplex, or fourplex. That goes for all those kinds of things too. So 3 ways to take care of that business. So hopefully that helps you out there, and you saved a little bit of money. They're going to get some of the taxes from you. They always will. The IRS always gets their piece of the action. And the state of California does too. But there's some ways you can kind of stretch the rubber band and help yourself save some money so you can get on to your next destination in life. All right, so there you go. You got that cooking? All right, we got that done. That's good. I wanted to let you know about that because it's important that we understand how to save as much money as we can when we're dealing with the IRS, because they are really good at taking our dollars. And so the state of California is actually better at it than the IRS. The state of California have perfected it. Thank God for those Democrats. They perfected how to get into our pocketbooks as fast as they can. They get all kinds of devious ways. Remember to vote tomorrow. Vote for Travis Allen or John Cox. We got to get a Republican governor. Otherwise, you got that triple pack up there in Sacramento. You got a Dem running the Assembly, a Dem running the Senator, and a Dem in the executive branch. Forget it. We're just going to keep having sanctuary states, heroin, hypodermic needle shops. We're going to continue having tax. The pedophiles and murderers and rapists and robbers and thieves and 47 and 57 will not be repealed. AB 112 will not be repealed. The gas tax will not be repealed. You want to know why your gas is almost $4.50 now? It's because of Jerry Brown. That's a parting gift. The high-speed rail that goes nowhere real fast, and when it does come into LA, it's not going to go any faster than your drive on the freeway, right? Billions of dollars, that won't be repealed, okay? Yeah. They'll still try to be there. They aren't going to fix the waterworks, the waterways in California, so we don't have to go begging the federal government to fix our dams when they almost break and kill 300,000 people. We're still going to dump trillions of gallons of water, fresh drinking water, into the ocean because we can't save it. Oh, sure. All that stuff is going to continue to happen. We're still going to have defecation and urination on the streets of Los Angeles. The homeless aren't going to get homeless anymore. They're just going to stay there. More money is going to be thrown at them. The same thing. Same old, same old. No fix it. So, I mean, if you want that kind of state to live in where your garbage is piling up in the alley because there's garbage wars right now because of mismanagement, or if you continue to want that, God bless you, man. And put Gavin Newsom in. He'll be sure to ramrod something right up your ass. What can I tell you? That's how I feel about it. We got to have something. Somebody that's just counter the other side. Just to say no. You know, really. I mean, we'll continue to have sanctuary states, sanctuary counties, sanctuary city, sanctuary neighborhood, sanctuary street. How come in all these sanctuary crap that the rich and famous and the wealthy Democrats and the wealthy people living in Hollywood, movie stars and politicians, and in Sacramento and San Francisco, how come they don't have 73 homeless people crapping and peeing and creating rats and fleas and cockroaches right next door to their house? Why? Why? Why do we have a two-tier legal system in the state of California? Because it's the 9th District Court of Appeals, which is the most liberal court, and it's the largest one in the United States of America. They should just break that up into 3 or 4 different courts. It's terrible. I'm telling you, you want all this stuff to stay the same way it is? Gavin Newsom. You want them to still come across the border? Gavin Newsom. You want to have free illegal immigration? Gavin Newsom. You want to have dirty, disgusting hepatitis A in San Diego on the streets? Gavin Newsom. You want to still have hypodermic needles, shoot rooms in San Francisco, and thousands of people defecating all over the streets of Los Angeles? Gavin Newsom. You want the perverts and the pedophiles and the sexual deviants? Gavin Newsom. You want the murderers and thieves and the robbers? Gavin Newsom. You want the city of Los Angeles to keep raising your taxes? Gavin Newsom. You want our educational system to stay the same? Gavin Newsom. You want Islam taught in all our schools, prayer taken out like it has been, and the Pledge of Allegiance looked at as being racist? Gavin Newsom. You want all this stuff to happen? Just keep voting the way you are. The state is the way it is because of the way it's been going. Hey, look, if you want change, then you got to change something drastically. Change starts right now. Change doesn't start gradually. Change starts boom, like that. That's how change starts. Boom, like that. If you want change, you want the taxes in real estate to go down. You want them to stop attacking Proposition 13 statewide in California. They're trying to erode into that so that your personal property tax on your house and your domicile will go up. Oh, you know what they do now? They just do Mello-Roos all over the state. Every contractor, developer has to put up a bond. They kick that bond over to you in a Mello-Roos tax. It's a secondary property tax. They say it's going to go away. It'll never go away. And where does that money go after the bond is paid? It goes to the state of California. That's another one. I mean, what we get charged in the real estate business here in terms of the money that we lose because of the closing costs is all generated by the state of California, the county of Los Angeles, and the city of Los Angeles. Guys, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. So if you want to change something, when an alcoholic decides it doesn't want to be an alcoholic anymore and chooses and stands up and says, I'm an alcoholic, that's when change takes place. Okay? If you live in the past and you take the past and make it the present, the future is not going to change. If you don't change the present, the future never changes. We need to do something politically in this state. Look at, if they put Mr. Magoo and Scooby Doo and Bullwinkle and the Squirrel, I would vote for them. They could be Purple Party from Jupiter. I would vote for them because I don't like what I'm seeing. And I've lived 55 years of my 57 years in the state of California. The reason why I'm talking about this, because I've got clients right now who are having to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars because the state has imposed and the city and the county has imposed these taxes on us. And it's wrong. I mean, how much money do they got to grab from you, ladies and gentlemen, when you sell a piece of property? When is it going to be a time when you're going to stand up and say, no, no more? Well, June 5th, tomorrow is the time you can at least send the signal. Travis Allen or John Cox, either one, but not Gavin Newsom and not Tony V, not Tony Villaraigosa. That guy, all he wanted to do is take hot-looking Latina TV reporters across the world on his international hunt for business for Los Angeles, and he wasn't hunting. He wasn't hunting business. He was hunting beaver. He was hunting beaver all around the world. That boy he got divorced because he was hunting so much beaver. Hey, man, what do they say? You can take the country, you can take Joe out of the country, but you can't take the country out of Joe, right? Well, you can take the ex-gang member out of the gang, but you can't take the gang member out of the gangster. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, he was an ex-gang member. Gangster of love, baby. If that's what you want, you don't want him. He destroyed city of Los Angeles. But nevertheless, the reason why I'm on this tip right now is because we've got to have some logic and common sense. They got to stop taking our money. It's just about money, guys. They got to stop taking our money. And the only way they're going to stop taking your money, the only way they're going to stop reaching into your pocket like I'm doing right now, reaching into my pocket and pulling out the money in my pocket right here. The only way we're going to keep this 20, this $1 bill, this $10 bill, this $5 bill. The only way we're going to keep this $5 bill, this $1 bill, this $1 bill, this Benjamin, this Benjamin, this Benjamin, this Benjamin, this Benjamin, this Benjamin, and this $100 bill. The only way we're going to keep this is to stop them sons of a bitches from taking it from us. When are you going to get that through your block heads? If you don't stop them, they're going to take it. Just like they've been doing for 55 years of my life. And what do we get for it? You like living in Los Angeles and driving through the muck and the crap of Los Angeles? You really like that? You like all the crime? You like MS-13, El Norte, Mexican Mafia? You like them hanging around? You like the Crips and the Bloods, the white Aryan race and the KKK and the white supremacists? You like people breaking our laws and killing people and they're illegals? I mean, you like people breaking into your house in the dead of night, raping your daughter, sodomizing your son, shooting your wife, tying you up, beating the hell out of you, and then leaving without all your possessions because you don't have a gun and you can't shoot them? John Cox, Travis Allen, they want to put CCWs in every legal, adult, sane California citizen. I got no problem with that. You got a problem with that? What are you going to do to protect your wife, your husband, your significant other? What are you going to do? Hit him with a wet spaghetti noodle? When are you going to get it? When are you going to understand, ladies and gentlemen? When are you going to understand? When are you going to understand, ladies and gentlemen? When are you going to get it that when somebody's breaking into your house or somebody comes up and puts a gun to your face, that you beg for your life, or you pull this out and put it in their face and say, if we're both going to die, we're going to die right here. And I'm going to meet you in hell, and I'm going to fight you in hell for eternity. When are you going to get it? When are you going to get tired of spending $4.50 for a gallon of gas when in Arizona it's $2? When are you going to get it? When are you going to get it? Are you ever going to get it? Or are you going to call the police? Let me tell you about the police. Now you got me on this political stuff. You know, that's not a good thing. Because that's not what today's show is about. It's about real estate. But I'm going to tell you about the police real quick. If you think for 1 minute that the police are going to be there when you need them, you are really, really living in fantasy land. You are living in fantasy land. I'm going to tell you why as I collect my money back. I'm going to tell you why. The Foothill Division of the Los Angeles Police Department, it covers something like 200 square miles. It is the largest division in the 27 divisions of the Los Angeles Police Department. It is the biggest division. Okay? The biggest division. They have the largest square footage of miles that they got to cover. It's in the northeast San Fernando Valley. It's huge. The Foothill Division. All right? Now, what I'm about to tell you, you're not going to believe. But go check it out for yourself. Public information. Here it is. In New York, they have a police force, of about 60,000 people. New York, you can take Manhattan, the island, and you can put it right in the middle of the San Fernando Valley, and it wouldn't even take up the whole San Fernando Valley. It'd take about half of the San Fernando Valley. Okay? They got that many police officers in the city of New York. Okay? In LA, we have 10,000 LAPD to cover all of the city of Los Angeles. That's it. In the Foothill Division, they have an allotment of officers, like each division. Okay? They got 200 square miles to cover every day. At any given time, in a 24-hour period, at any given time, in a 24-hour period, any day of the week, there is not more than only 6 patrol cars on the street. 2 guys in a car, or 2 gals in a car, or a guy and a gal in the car. Whatever combination they put in the freaking car. 12 coppers on the street, covering 200 square miles, patrolling. This is why you never see a cop. 6 cars. That's it. So do you think somebody breaking into your house, accosting your family, putting a knife at your neck at a gas station, walking into a restaurant, some guy stabbed some guy, homeless guy stabbed some guy in the neck a dozen times, another homeless guy stabbed some other guy at a gas station, another homeless guy stabbed somebody else. Do you think for 1 second that if your significant other calls 911, that they're going to arrive? Come on. Your loved one is going to be dead. What are you going to do? Throw your shoes at the guy, yell and scream for somebody to help you? No one's going to help you. See, that's the lunacy of California. We have so much crime now because of Prop 47 and Prop 57 and AB 112, right? So much crime because they've let so many criminals out. But I guarantee you this. This I guarantee. This I guarantee. I promise you this. God is my witness. If somebody comes to you with a knife and you reach in and you pull this out right here, it's not loaded. Okay? It's not loaded. I checked. Right? You pull this out right here and you know how to work this. You know how to take it apart. You're licensed legally to have it. Okay? You know how to load it. You know everything there is about this. You've taken private lessons to learn how to shoot it properly, to learn how to control it, to learn gun safety laws and rules. And you have insurance to back you up in case a mistake happens. You take this out. I guarantee you that assailant will stop. And your loved one will live. Worst case scenario. Guarantee it. And if you have to discharge this weapon and you go to jail for it, at least you'll be alive, and at least your loved one will be alive. Now, why in the state of California can we not have this? CCW. Why can we not have this? In Arizona, they can. In Nevada, they can. In Texas and Colorado and Wyoming, they can. Why in the state of California can we not have this? Why in 38 states in the United States of America, they can have this. But in New York and Chicago and LA, they can't have this. I'll tell you why. Those states are run by Democrats. Chicago, they have more murders going on than any place in the country. The bad guys always get guns. Remember that. They don't follow the rules. That's why they're bad guys. You own a piece of property, you have the right to protect it. You put a lot of money, time, and effort into buying that piece of property, and a lot of sweat and equity and a lot of dreams. You have a right to protect it and protect those loved ones that live in it. I'm telling you, June 5th, You got a decision to make. You like the way California is going? Right on. I'm leaving in 2 years. This place can go to hell in a handbasket. I'm out of here. But you like the way it's going? Gavin Newsom's your guy. Not me. All right. Well, let me tell you. I got a little off on some other tangents there, but it all relates to real estate, protecting the value of your property, protecting the value of your life. Paula Twitty Bushman says, come to Florida. Right on. So you see, this is what I'm saying. You want change? Starts tomorrow. Hey, the Jesse T Show. What can I tell you? Sometimes I get a little off on things, even though this is down on the real estate corner. What can I tell you? So I wanted to play you something that we're doing here. It's on hot923thebeat.com. What we're doing is I've got a brand new show. As you know, I've been in the radio business, guys, for a long time, and music radio here in Los Angeles, 14 different radio stations, and 43 radio stations up and down California over the years, and mostly all music, several talk stations like this one, but mostly all music. But anyhow, we've got a brand new show. It's an old show we used to do at 1580 K-Day here in Los Angeles when we brought hip-hop and dance music together back in the 80s. It's called The High Energy Show, broadcasting live from a nightclub, the Casa Camino Real, with my DJ Hayes and DJ Eddie on the Wheels of Steel. We brought groups out to perform live, did Magic Acts comedy, had a great time, broadcast that all live on the radio at 1580 K-Day. We're resurrecting that very popular show. It was the #1 show for about 4 years, and we're resurrecting that on Saturday nights. We're starting off a little smaller, though. We're starting off in studio at Hot 93, hot923thebeat.com. Hot923thebeat.com. Saturday night, starting this Saturday night, we're going to be having a great time, mixing some great party music together for you. And so I want you to listen to this. We put this promo together. I don't have a visual one. I'm working on that tonight. But this is a promo that we put together. Ron Shapiro, genius production guy, put this together. Check it out. Here we go.
Hot923thebeat.com. Jesse T with you on the High Energy Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. We're taking your requests. DJ Hayes, the Hazelite Brother, and DJ Eddie stretching way back. Music from the 80s and 90s. Some funky hip-hop too on your Saturday night party mix. It's the High Energy Show on Hot923thebeat.com.
Yeah, that's me, Jesse T. In a little bit of different format. We're going to have a lot of fun mixing. That's this Saturday night starting at 9 o'clock on hot923thebeat.com. hot923thebeat.com. One more time. hot923thebeat.com. It's the High Energy Show.
Hot923thebeat.com. Tonight, we're taking your requests. DJ Hayes, the Hazelite Brother, and DJ Eddie stretching way back. Music from the 80s and 90s. Some funky hip-hop too on your Saturday night party mix. It's the High Energy Show on hot923thebeat.com.
All right, want to invite you to come out, check out the show. You can watch it on Facebook.com. You can watch it on Instagram. You can watch it on YouTube live, and you can listen to it at www.hot923thebeatbaby.com. So we want you to check it out, okay? That's this Saturday night from 9 to midnight. Well, that's it for the Jesse T Show as we broadcasted live here. Yeah, man, on the air and everywhere, from the community to the world. It's it. We're done. We're out of here. Got to play my outro music, though, don't I? Yeah, I should do that because I love this song. Hit it. The Jesse T Show, every Monday from 5 to 6. We're down on the real estate corner. Brought to you by our sponsor, Evoke Lending. Direct lenders, hard money lenders, man. You need some money fast, quick, and efficient. You don't have to have tax returns or great credit. Don't even need your credit report. Don't need bank statements. Don't need anything like that. Just need a little bit of information on a 2-page application. Very fast, very efficient. Hard money, baby. Fast, quick, and efficient for those emergencies in life. Evoke Lending. Give them a call, 818-805-4400, 818-805-4400. That's right. And tell them Jesse T sent you. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Also, we can't forget about some great websites for you guys. Check them out right there. That's right. Check these websites out. They're great for real estate. If you're looking to sell, www.seller.jessetmrsold.com. That's me, Jesse T. www.seller.jessetmrsold.com. Yay! Yeah, well, hey, what can I tell you? Been your trusted advisor for over 40 years for this crazy business in Southern California real estate. Also, if you're looking to buy, we got to get your money together first, right? We got to get that money together, get that money approved in your hand, unless you went buying it in cash. But anyhow, www.buy.jessetmrsold.com. www.buy.jessetmrsold.com. Check that website out. Great free information there for you sellers and you buyers. For just general real estate information, hey, check it out. www.mrsold.jessetmrsold.com and facebook.com/Jesse Terrero Broker. And if you want to talk to me, Jesse T, about any real estate matters, any loan matters, or if you need something notarized, hey, we can do that for you too. Jesse T right here at 1-800-684-8699. 1-800-684-8699. Get to me, and I'll get to you, and we'll get together, and we'll talk about this and talk about that. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, that's right. And get you on your road to wealth and freedom. Tomorrow on the Jesse T Show from 5 to 6, right here. We're going to be covering some of the political stuff happening on this Super Tuesday, June 5th. Lots of great elections across the country. We're going to be covering that. And we're going to try to get John Cox on to do a little quick 5 or 10 or 15-minute interview with him, Republican candidate for the governorship of the state of California. So, trying to do that for you. Then we have Catching the Vibe on Wednesday. Dan the Man, the traveling man with me on the streets, looking for some interesting things to do this weekend. Thursday, mystery guest showing up. A lot of fun there. And, of course, if you want to get in touch with us, 424-227-6491. 424-227-6491. And Saturday night, it's the High Energy Show back on the air in Los Angeles and everywhere across the great nation. God's blue-green earth, historically, God bless America. The Jesse T Show on Hot 92.3 TheBeat.com and the High Energy Show for your Saturday night party mix. DJ Hayes and DJ Eddie, we're bringing it back. Show you how to do it, baby. The Brown Beauty is off duty. See ya!